Hello everyone, this is UltimaDJS with Let's Play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So in this run through, I'm going to show you about the Nightsister faction and how incredible they are in combat. Now in the background, you'll notice me playing against a certain team. I had actually literally just beat this team, and by the time my arena refreshed, then they had gotten into place higher than I was, so I went to try again, and unfortunately this time I was not successful in beating them. Now you will notice as well that the video quality is not the best, and the reason for that is because my computer that I was recording this on unfortunately was not so good, and it jumps around a little bit, but I don't have another computer to use. Anything I've tried doesn't seem to work to get it to go nicely, so in the end this is about as good as you're gonna get. So what we are looking at in this particular playthrough is going to be mostly why the Nightsisters are just the bread and butter of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes at this particular time. I have beaten teams with Commander Luke Skywalker in them. I've beaten teams with Commander Luke Skywalker and BB-8 and Old Ben. And so the Nightsister team just annihilates them all. And I'm sure that if I had them leveled up and skilled up and the gear up, then everything would go a lot smoother. But unfortunately, I don't have that at this particular moment. So I'm going to wind up losing. Anyway, so just so you know just a little bit about this, I started playing this game almost right when it first came out. I let it go for about a year and didn't play it. And when I started up again, then they had these new Nightsisters, and I bought the packages. They were only a few bucks, so I decided to beat that or to get that. And then since then, I've been practically unstoppable. So I'm going to quickly go through my Nightsister team here in just a moment, so that you can kind of see they're not all that great. So my Mother Talzin, you'll see I have her main attacks all maxed up. I'm not high enough level to get her leader or unique ability up. I have her on some very particular mods if you took a look. I have speed and health mods on Old Daka. I have health mods only on Asajj. And once again, you can see their attacks and their abilities aren't all leveled up, and their unique capabilities aren't all leveled up. My Nightsister zombie is on defense only mods, and that to me kind of made a huge difference in my ability to consistently beat the arena. So here we're going to look at me battling a particular team that, if you took a look, they're around 87,000 health or 87,000 power, and I'm only around 55. And this really proves how powerful the Nightsister team is the fact that even when you are like outpowered by thousands upon thousands, you can still win without losing any of your characters. So a lot of this has to do with the tactic that you use in attacking whatever team it is. You need to know which characters to target first. You'll notice in this particular encounter, I'm targeting Anakin, Jedi Knight Anakin first, and that's because his area of attack ability, his AoE ability, is really kind of a buzzkill when it comes to this team, because the other guys, they'll get them down to low numbers, and that's not particularly deadly to a Nightsister team. But to sit there and then get them down and have Anakin suddenly push all of them over at once, yeah, that pretty much ruins your day. So you'll notice here that the particular synergy that I have with my team is that, so Mother Talzin gives the special abilities of all of the Nightsisters in the team the ability to inflict a plague. And plague takes off 5% health and makes them immune to dispelling other status debuffs while they're plagued. The only time that plague can be removed is when their health is completely regenerated, or if they're or after a set number of turns. Now you notice on Yoda here, I'm getting his plague up really high. Now 6 turns and 5% per plague, that it just knocks him out. Like, he can't survive that. Plague also allows Mother Talzin to deal special damage to anyone inside their team that has plague. So I also have, you notice, Talia here, who can dispel all the debuffs on the Nightsister team and heal. And she sacrifices 10% of her health to do that. In the meantime, Asajj has a very, very good critical rate that allows her to deal heavy damage, and she can remove all of the buffs. So you see here, I won pretty easily. I didn't lose any characters. You notice that it just went down very fast. They didn't stand much chance. And you look at these teams. So you look here, Angelin has 89,000 attack compared to mine 55,000. I'm going to take her on because I can win, and I know I can win. One of the things that I look for when battling certain people in arena, especially with my team being so weak, is I have to look for specific characters that I know I either don't have to worry about, or I can take down and then not have to worry about them. So usually when I see Grandmaster Yoda, that's a team that I can take on pretty easily. Old Ben, that's another pretty good indicator of a team that I can beat pretty easily. Now, one of the good things about the Nightsister team is that all of them have a particular amount of health steal. Their attacks will steal a certain amount of health. And in this particular team, you have the ability to stun up to 4 members of the opposing team. You can potentially stun them all, and I have done that before. So the old Daka, when she stuns, she has the chance to stun another person. And that's her basic attack. Her basic attack will stun one person normally. It's got a certain percentage, but more often than not, it stuns. Asajj, her basic attack stuns at a certain percentage. And Mother Talzin, when she uses her special ability that causes everyone to attack, then of course, Old Daka uses her stun ability and Asajj uses her stun ability, so that person is normally stunned and there's a chance for somebody else to be. So this comes in real handy, and it is kind of the basis of this Nightsister team, keeping Old Daka as alive as possible. Now, Old Daka can die, and you'll see here that, in fact, inside this particular run-through, I believe, Old Daka did, in fact, die for a little while. But the good thing about Mother Talzin's special ability that I just used there is that if you can kill a unit with that ability, then all of the Nightsisters get revived at max health. And if none of them are dead, then they all get healed to max health. So that makes it so that once you get somebody down to a low enough level, it doesn't matter how many, low enough health level, it doesn't matter how many Nightsisters died, it doesn't matter like anything else that's going on, you can get them all back as long as Mother Talzin can use her special ability. Now I have her on attack mods and, offense mods and health mods, just to kind of make her a little more, give her a little more survivability. The attack mods come in real handy in getting that final little percentage down of the health of somebody, especially when you're missing some of your crew. So remember, her special attack calls all the Nightsisters in your team to attack. So if somebody's missing, then suddenly it poses a really big issue to your strategy. Now you see here that old Daka has fallen, and that's not going to be too much of a problem because I use Mother Talzin's ability. Watch. Okay, he's dead, and old Daka comes back. Old Daka is a fantastic unit no matter what. The reason being is because old Daka will revive as well as heal as well as stun. So she's just a good all-around support healer character to get. Now, one of the things you'll have noticed is that Asajj, she takes away buffs from the whole other team, and she takes those buffs and she turns them into health for your team. So she is fantastic to have, especially against these teams that rely intensely on buffs. So you'll notice that with Old Ben or with BB-8 or with Grandmaster Yoda, a Jedi team in general relies very heavily on buffs. And the ability to take off those buffs right when they're building up really throws a crimp in their plan. Now you notice here I ran out of time. I obviously won one more shot. I would have had it. I ran out of time. I was not happy with this, of course. I think I bruised my leg. But I found Angeline again, and I went back in for a rematch. And once again, I'm showing you, she has almost 90,000 power, and I only have 55. So when I first got into the 400s in the arena, then I had 42,000. So the Nightsisters are a fantastic team. Fantastic to go for if you want to be able to build up your arena ranking really well. And of course, having a high arena ranking is really nice because I get the gems and the shards, the character shards for characters that I'm trying to build up really, really easily and really fast. Before I had my Nightsister team, I was stuck in like the 1500 position. And then once I got my Nightsister team, I just beat them, and I don't fall very far when I do, when I run out of arena tickets. So you see how I just took off all of the buffs there. So here they have a pretty good Jedi synergy with Old Ben. So Old Ben, I wanted to attack first in this because Old Ben has the ability to block your abilities, and he will taunt, taking away your ability to attack whoever else it is you want. I don't have to sit there and worry about Qui-Gon Jinn because he's not really that, he's not super powerful. He just, and with the Nightsister Zombie, vital unit if you want to play as a Nightsister team, because she calls the attacks to her, and as long as there is another Nightsister alive, then she can't die. She can be killed over and over and over again. She will never die. She can't be prevented from being revived. The revive is impossible to stop in any way, shape, or form, no matter what. Even in a Rancor, when he eats your characters, he still can't keep the zombie down, so it makes the Rancor a very fast fight. Anyway, so here I wanted to attack Old Ben first because I want to be able to focus on the characters that I want to without him calling off the attacks for everyone and disabling my my abilities, because my abilities are what make the Nightsister team so powerful. And you'll see here that even though I've killed Old Ben, he gave them all sorts of bonuses. It doesn't matter. These bonuses don't matter against a Nightsister team, especially when you have the Nightsister zombie, and the Nightsister zombie is on protection mods, because she can take several hits, gives you plenty of time to get Asajj to have her buff drain ability cooldown, and then you're back in the gold. So the destroying Old Ben first is really the best move inside these situations. Then I destroy Yoda, and the reason why I destroy Yoda next is because Yoda has another area of effect ability, and he will stun, and stun really throws a crimp in my plans unless they stun the Nightsister zombie. The Nightsister zombie is literally there just to take a beating, and she does it very well. And once again, it's the only reason why I can beat teams like this. If I didn't have the Nightsister zombie in my team, then there is no way I'd be able to survive some of these onslaughts. But one of the things I noticed, and you'll see here, I have it on auto. It doesn't really matter with the Nightsister team. They auto very well, and they the synergy of the Nightsister team makes it so that they are just fantastic units to play. You see, even with Barris here, level 85, super high health, the ability to heal through heal block, she doesn't stand a chance. So once again, I apologize for the low video quality. It's really not what the kind of way that I wanted to show off this particular team, especially because it's so fantastic. But really get a Nightsister team if you want to do well in Arena. And yeah, that's it. So hope you enjoyed watching this. I enjoyed making it, and I hope to see you on the next Let's Play, and hopefully the video quality will be a lot better. Thanks, guys. Like and subscribe. I'll talk to you later.